The saying someone taught me about kicking, which has stuck with me forever, okay? It's all about keeping your foot in contact with the ball for as long as you want, or as long as you can, in the direction you want it to travel, right? So you want your foot to be in contact with the ball as long as possible, down the line you want it to travel, okay? My view and the way things are, we've got 10 things down here, okay? And realistically, the chances of hitting all 10 out of 10, to get you a total score of 100, are pretty limited, all right? You might hit one kick every 2-3 weeks where you just know that it's flushed and you're really happy with it. But the aim of my job as a kicking coach is to try and make sure that you hit all these 7 or 8 out of 10 and you get a score high enough to make the kick successful. And fundamentally, when someone says, was it a good kick? The answer is, did it achieve its outcome? Right. All these things here we're talking about, you know, if you're possibly your shoulders are slightly off or your weight's not off, we're talking about maybe when you're at the top, you're talking about maybe 2 or 3 yards to your left, 2 or 3 yards to your right, 2 or 3 yards shorter distance, okay? So we're not talking massive errors, okay? But the more you get these right, it falls into place, the better the chance you've got the kick going where you want it to go, okay? So in terms of the actual kick itself, okay, these are the areas we'll be working on tonight, okay? So actually we'll be starting with the foot, okay, where on the foot you want to hit the ball. Okay, we're doing punting tonight, and at the moment, end over end punting. Okay, there's no spiral kicking at the moment. I'm a firm believer that the spiral still has room in the game. There's room for the spiral in the game. A lot of people disagree. Okay, lads, this day, you look at England. I was lucky enough to be in camp there last week, and I asked why they don't do spiral kicking. They said because they can kick the ball as far end over end. So in terms of the foot, okay, you're trying to hit the top of your foot. Okay, and it's the angle of your foot in contact. Okay, so you hear me talk about a hard foot out there. What I mean by that is, okay, we don't want to flick our toes. For a drop punt, okay, end over end, you're trying to get the top of your foot. So across the top of the foot here, okay. I didn't do ballet when I was younger, but I believe that it's good toes and naughty toes. All right, we want lots of good toes, stay away from the naughty toes, okay. So what we're trying to do is just find the top of the foot. So if you have a ball here, okay, all we're trying to do here is kick the ball to ourselves, all right. So you can see mine landing over here, I'm not hitting the right part of the foot, because if you get a flush one bang on, it should land straight on you, okay? So all I want you to do is kick it to yourself, okay? And just kick it as high as you can, but you've got to catch it without moving. So kick it and catch it on the spot. Okay, so start small, get big. We're trying to feel it on top of our foot, okay? So where our laces are, trying to feel it on top of our foot, okay? Once you get a bit of comfort, put a bit of height on it, okay? Looking at sort of 5-7 metres up, hard foot. And as you go, you'll start to hear, when you hit it on the right part of the foot, there's a dull thud, okay? When you hear a bit of a slap and tinny one, normally it's coming off the toes, all right? These guys will judge who kicks it the highest, catch it without moving, all right? Off we go here. Right, he's moved, he's out. Yeah, we'll give him that, Nah, he's out. No, we'll give him that. I learned pretty quickly that it was important I practice as much as possible, but only maybe 10-15 minutes at a time. Pick 1, maybe 2 skills to work on, knowing that at the end of the session you've covered both those off. If your session goes well and you can cover more, great. If not, make sure you nail the bits you're trying to work on. And then obviously there's a time in the week where you need to do the full picture, but as much as possible, break it all down, short and sharp, and then enjoy your practice.